Kevin Swindell taking the position away from Cole Witt, and I do mean taking it away from Cole Witt.
Now Jody Lavender is going to pull up on the rear bumper of Cole Witt in that Red Bull car.
Lavender also going to use the chrome horn. He gets into the back of Cole Witt, slides the 84 up the racetrack, and here comes that 88 of Jody Lavender.
You remember about 100 laps ago when we said it was a little bit too early to use that front bumper? Well, it's not too early now, obviously.
I think everyone has just gotten the green light from their crew chief to go ahead and get up front any way you can. Now let's see if Kobaluk is going to use the front end of that race car to move the 88 by.
I really like the way that 40 car of Matt Kobaluk's car will roll through the center of the corner. He really gains on everybody through the center. Ty Dillon is able to get by Cole Witt as well.
Cole Witt dropping back now, was running in the top 5. Has relinquished those spots. You see Jake Crum in the 0-1 making his way back up front. Ryan Truex getting by the slower lap traffic. Oh, problems on the racetrack. The 38 slow up in the corner. That's Alan Tardif. Doesn't look like he's going to keep going, and that brings out our 8th caution. So with just over 50 laps remaining in this race, Alan Tardif stops on the racetrack, and that brings out our next caution.
I think it's too late for most of these guys to come down pit road. If you're running up front now, I think you have to stay on the racetrack.
Track position is pivotal if you want to find victory lane at Martinsville. We'll be back with more racing here on Speed. And welcome back to Martinsville, Virginia. The UNOH Performance 200 continues for the K&N Pro Series East. Green flag back in the air. Ryan Truex on the inside, Darrell Wallace Jr. on the outside as we restart on lap 154.
It's time to get it done now. Inside of 50 laps to go. I'm telling you, it's getting a little bit cloudy, Rick.
Well, Brett Moffitt is trying to make it a sunny day for himself. He just got by Darrell Wallace Jr. Takes second away.
Kevin Swindell.
Kevin Swindell on the inside of Darrell Wallace Jr. as well.
Right. Kevin Swindell has been extremely aggressive here these last 10-15 laps.
Ryan Truex is going to have his hands full very soon. Brett Moffitt has shown incredible strength in that number 20. We see the 9 of Kevin Swindell holding on to 3rd. Battle for the 6th position. Ty Dillon on the inside, Kobaluk on the outside.
Great move by Ty Dillon to get side by side with Kobaluk down in turn number 3 and 4. Let's see if we can do something in 1 and 2 here to get that advantage.
Coming off of turn number 2, it looks like he's going to have the advantage. Ty Dillon half a car length. Now Kobaluk will duck in behind him, so Dillon takes the position.
Jake Crum right behind Kobaluk, the 0-1 car.
Oh, and spin on the racetrack. Cole Witt gets turned around. Our 9th caution of the day.
Tough break for Cole Witt, who was running up in the top 10 when he got turned around.
A very strong race car, and you see him getting going just in front of race leader Ryan Truex. So we'll have to line him back up again and see if Ryan Truex can stay out front.
All anxious moments on these restarts. There's so many things going on here. You have to make sure you don't spin the tires, don't miss any gears.
And so Ryan Truex will be on the inside, Brett Moffitt on the outside on this restart. Kevin Swindell, Darrell Wallace Jr., Jody Lavender making up your top 5. Brett Moffitt's been strong. Let's see if he can stay out front. Green flag back in the air.
Moffitt has the edge as they get down.
Jody
trouble.
Lavender has problems on the restart. Takes the 3 of Ty Dillon into the inside wall with him.
It looked like Jody Lavender was a little bit slow on the takeoff there. Let's see if we can take a look and what caused this incident. Take 2 top 10 cars out of this. Watch him now, 3rd row. You see how slow he is? You see Kobaluk drive away? Then it looked like Ty got into the back of him a little bit, got him sideways, and then when he straightened back up, it took both of them into the inside wall.
Very disappointing for Jody Lavender and Ty Dillon. You see Jody out of the race car. Not happy at all with the way this one ends at Martinsville.
Yeah, tough break. Had such a good. Both those guys had such a good run going. Just went a little bit slow on the restart there. And
Ty Dillon got into the back of the 88, spun him just a bit, and both go into the inside wall. So Brett Moffitt, Ryan Truex will be 1 and 2 when we restart. You see them line back up. Moffitt on the inside, Truex on the outside. Again, when they took the stripe, Moffitt was in front of Ryan Truex. Green flag back in the air.
Remember, we talked earlier that these guys race when the green flag comes out. Well, Ryan Truex really wide, falls back to the 3rd spot, side by side with Kobaluk for 3rd.
But look, let's see if he can get the nose in front of that 00. He does, and here comes
Kevin Swindell.
Swindell's going to go sideways. Jake Crum stopped on the racetrack, nowhere to go as the field dodges him. The 11th caution comes out. Scott Booley in the 86 also turned around, as well as the 63 of John Salemi.
But look at all the track position they lose. Wow.
Difficult situation. Swindell had gotten it wide. Take another look.
He's just on the outside. Looked like Jake may have gotten to the back of him just a little bit. Got him out of shape. Then Jake had to stop right there. Couldn't drive through him. And watch all these cars for position drive by him. There's Cole Witt, Jeff Anton, Zach Germain, 18 of Max Gresham.
Another look.
Ooh, what a job by Max Gresham to avoid the 0-1 of Jake Crum.
John Salemi has to stop in the 63, and as they do that, the rains come here to Martinsville. We knew it was overcast. We had no idea a thunderstorm was going to break out, and so now it has started to rain here in Martinsville. After 172 laps, Brett Moffitt in front of Ryan Truex, and the skies open up above. NASCAR has called the race, and that means Brett Moffitt gets his first win of 2010. Let's hear from him. He's with Derek.
Well, Brett Moffitt walks into victory lane, doesn't drive in, but a win's a win, right?
Yeah, it's we had a right front go down there, and luckily Eddie McDonald had something happen at the same time, so the caution came out. Able to maintain on the lead lap there, and there towards the end, my crew chief just told me drive as hard as you can there and just hope for the best and hope it starts raining, and that's exactly what we did. That one I actually had to work for versus just saving my stuff out front. So from coming from the back to winning, that's just amazing.
You're probably the only guy that was happy that it rained. You had Darrell Wallace and Ryan Truex behind you. Were you nervous that they were coming?
I had to pass them, so I figured once I got by I could at least hold my own. So you can never be not nervous when people like that are behind you. Last year's champion, and then Darrell Wallace won the first race of this season. So it's just, it's amazing that after all the bad luck we've had this season to finally get that win.
Well, guys, Brett Moffitt is a winner in a very wet, rain-soaked Martinsville victory lane.
One of the great things that Brett Moffitt will acquire because of this win is the famous grandfather clock that's given out to the winners at Martinsville.
Yeah, that's a very historic trophy, but great runs by a lot of guys. Andrew Ranger with a top 5. Matt Fromm, his first ever start, gets a top 10 finish.
The win streak ends for Max Gresham. He finishes up 17th. He had 2 wins coming into this race back-to-back.
Darrell Wallace Jr. ran this whole race on the same set of tires. Never put tires on.
Eddie McDonald, after being so strong early on, finishes up in 27th. Amazingly enough, the rains ended this one. It was great battles on the racetrack side by side. We take a look at our point standings. Just 8 points separate 1 and 2.
You have a new point leader now. Our last year's champion, Ryan Truex, moves up to the top of the list with Darrell Wallace Jr. only 8 points behind.
Next race on Speed from Roseburg, Oregon. It's the West Series that will be on June 17th. Problems early and often. 11 cautions came out. It was Brett Moffitt with a great restart that got him the win at Martinsville. He claims the grandfather clock.